So with the start of this new college football season, we are, a few weeks underway now. But they have changed the college football playoff format. I keep forgetting this because we're not in the college football playoff right now. But the NCAA did release this video called How the New College Football Playoff Format Will Work in 2025 to 2026. I did want to check this out because I've heard, it's 12 teams. They got rid of bids or whatever. But I haven't had anyone sit down and explain to me exactly how the system is going to work. So I feel like this video is going to be helpful, not just for me, but for those in my audience who enjoy college football. I enjoy college football, bro. I've got the Ohio State jacket on right now. So I'm a fan of college football. Actually, a bigger fan of that more than the NFL, but that's a story for another day. So yeah, I'm going to find this informative, I will presume. Hopefully you guys will too.
The 12-team college football playoff is back for year 2 in 2025.
I can't wait for year 2. I hope it's the same as last year.
Well, actually...
Are you saying they changed it again?
Yes, they changed it again. Another year,
I will say, they gotta stop doing this. They have to stop changing the rules all the time. I know the system is somewhat new, but... it's actually not super new. We've actually had it for several years now. And I think that one thing that's really great about college football is the tradition. But there's no tradition with a college football playoff because, every year we keep on changing the format. I think that we just need to pick a format and stick to it. Because the other thing too is they're changing the formats because people keep on having complaints about the formats. I understand that, right? You don't want to make people mad or whatever, but at the end of the day, it takes things like this. For things like this, it takes time for people to get used to them. So you have to get people acclimated with the system. If you keep the format the same for 5 years, I think no one's gonna ask for changes, right? At least not to a degree to where there's a massive groundswell of support for such a change, right? So I think that they need to stop messing with it. You got to stop tweaking it. But we'll see what the changes kind of make the playoff like this year.
Change.
How would it work this year?
Let's start with the auto bids. Those are the same this year. The CFP Selection Committee's 5 highest ranked conference champions will get automatic bids. While it may appear that the ACC, SEC, Big 12, and Big 10 will be guaranteed an auto bid, any combination of the 5 highest ranked conference, no matter what conference it is, could make the playoffs. That means any of those last 4 conferences could miss the playoffs if they're not the 5 highest ranked conference champions.
And then the 4 highest ranked.
I will say I don't like any bids at all. There should be no bids. There should be no bids at all. Right? Just take the top 12 teams and throw them into the pot. That's what I say. Now, I understand the theory where it's if you're a conference champion, you deserve to be in the playoffs. But I will say let's say that you're a conference champion, but you're ranked number 20th in the country. Why should the number 20 team be in a 12-team playoff? Why do you deserve it? If you're a number, 14 team and you're a conference champion, why do you deserve to be in a 12-team playoff more than the number 13 team? I just think that you should just put in the 12 best teams regardless of whether or not they're conference champions.
Ranked conference champions get buys, right?
No, that's the biggest change this year. The conference champions might get auto bids, but they're not guaranteed a bye this year. The top 4 seeds and first round buys will go to the 4 highest ranked teams, regardless of if they won their conference championship or not.
So you're telling me last year's 8th ranked Boise State team wouldn't have gotten a bye in this new format, and now Notre Dame could get a bye as well?
Exactly. In the 2024-25 bracket, the 4 buys would have gone to Oregon, Georgia, Texas, and Penn State. And yes, even an independent like Notre Dame could get a bye without a conference championship in this new format.
So after the buys and conference champions, how's the rest of the bracket filled out?
That part remains the same. The 7 highest ranked teams that didn't win their conference will be a part of the complete playoff field. That means even if a team is ranked number 12, it's not guaranteed a playoff spot. If a team is ranked number 13 or lower and it wins its conference, it will get in over a team ranked number 12.
Now that makes sense. What would the matchups look like?
Seeds 5 to 12 will play in the first round, with the higher seed hosting the first round game. After the first round, there will not be a reseeding of the bracket. Teams will progress through the bracket to play their paired matchup, regardless of if a lower seeded team wins.
Okay, good,
all the
good.
way to the national championship game.
Now I hear you, but what happens to the New Year's Six games?
Well, this is where the New Year's Six games come in. Every year, the 4 quarterfinal games and 2 semifinal games will be played in New Year's Six bowl games. The games will rotate between the 2 rounds. The national championship game will be played at another neutral site chosen by the CFP committee. So there you have it. 12 teams, 4 rounds, 1 champion.
Now, I will say this. I think that the biggest problem with the playoff system is that it's messed with the bowl season. So essentially, the bowls are kind of what most people have looked forward to at the end of the college football season. So you've got like all the bowls. You love watching the bowls. And then after the bowls, you watch the national championship game, and then that's the end. That is no longer how it works in college football. I think that especially because the playoff games are all bowls, it has sort of taken away attention from the other bowls, which is understandable, but there's one easy way to fix this. So here is my problem. This is my problem with how it works. Now we've got the playoff games here starting on the 19th and then rolling all the way through January 19th. But then you've got non-college football playoff bowl games that are running during the course of the college football playoffs. And so, of course, that's going to draw attention away from, of course, having a setup like this is going to draw attention away from the non-CFP bowl games because everyone's going to care about the CFP bowl games. Here is my solution to this problem. This is the biggest thing that the NCAA or college football committee or whatever, this is the biggest thing that needs to change with the college football postseason. Make non-college football playoff bowl games all happen before the actual college football playoffs, because then every single game that's a bowl game could potentially have implications on the playoffs. Because let's say you're a high-ranked team and you you're put into a bowl game, then that game is win or lose, because if you lose that game, you might get knocked out of the playoffs and the team that beats you might get in, right? I think it just adds a whole new level of tension to the college football season, the college football postseason, that would, I think, just fix a lot of problems. But I don't know if anyone's even sort of like has that sort of change on their radar, but if they do, hopefully, they're thinking about it and making some moves, because we all know that they're always changing the postseason every single year. Maybe this could be one of those changes that they make for next year.